Welcome to Life in 2046. Today, we're starting to talk about flying around the city. In coming years, flying around the city will become much more common than it is now. Increased congestion on the roads and the continued development of megacities, bringing multiple cities together into a single metropolis, will increase the need for the ability to get around effectively and fast that's no longer available via streets and highways. Thus, you will see the skies filling with a lot of things that look like drones, only a wide variety of sizes and functions from these aircraft. Why drone technology, you might ask? That's because the drone technology is very light, maneuverable, and cost effective. This will be the basis for most of the intercity flying activity. So, what will be flying around the city on a daily basis? First, you'll have people flying around the city. All kinds of people need to be someplace quickly, whether it's from their home to their office, whether it's from one location of a client to another location of a different client, whether it's out to the airport rapidly. There's all kinds of reasons why people don't want to wait on traffic and will use these flying drones to get to where they want to be. The pictured drone had its inaugural service from downtown Manhattan to JFK. It's still awaiting FAA approval to begin regular service, but it's going to be able to take what can be a 1.5 to 2 hour trip and knock it all the way down to 15 minutes. According to the information release, they anticipate charging $200 for this trip. This compares well to the typical cost of a taxi or private car service. People in a hurry will use the air taxi service much as they use an Uber now, only it will get them there much faster and for a reasonable cost addition. And it's not just people that'll be flying around the city, packages will be flying around the city as well. Drones are being tested in suburban areas now and expect them to become somewhat ubiquitous as their low cost of operation and their speed will come together to make it the highly desirable way to get the package to the consumer. And it's not just consumers who will be utilizing drone delivery capability. The workman who's out on a job and needs a particular part in order to finish the job that they're doing can have it delivered to them in a few minutes rather than a few hours. Look at law firms and businesses who have contracts and legal documents to file and very tight time frames in which to deal with this. The drones can pick them up and get them to where they need to be in a very short period of time. And think about hospitals and medical facilities where there's an immediate need for a rare either medical device or pharmaceutical, it can be delivered to them immediately. So we're going to have a messy sky full of drones. How on earth can that work? There are two things which will make this work successfully. First of all, autonomy. Each unit needs to be able to fly autonomously, navigate localized obstacles safely and independently, including sharing the flying space with other flying objects. Second, centralized airspace control will coordinate to ensure safety between the drones in the air and then also optimize the routes so that they all can get around the city in an efficient manner. So, how real is all this? I decided to see for myself. This is a picture of an aircraft from a Austin aircraft manufacturer called Lyft. And I decided to partake of their opportunity to actually personally fly the Lyft aircraft. Let me start by saying that I do not have a pilot's license and couldn't get one because of my age. Flying this around, however, is perfectly legal under FAA regulations, as you are flying what they classify as an ultralight aircraft in a controlled environment. So, how did it go? As you can see, it went pretty well. I had had about an hour total of training and simulator time, but it's very easy to learn and very simplistic. This was a great time, and I heartily recommend it to anyone who wants to do it. It's called Lift Aviation. It's very secure, it's very safe, and it's a lot of fun, to be honest. This isn't how people are going to be traveling much, and as their own CEO said, they don't anticipate selling a lot of these to individuals. What you're really going to be doing is you're going to be in larger units with more people, and they will be self-flying to get you to where you want to go. But what this does do is further move ahead the proof of concept that these overgrown drones are in fact going to be an effective way of transporting people in the immediate area uh, in the future. Most of them will be larger, like the one shown here. There will be some growing pains, just like autonomous taxis are having at the moment. But trust me, this is the future, and it's a good idea to embrace it as quickly as possible. If you are interested in flying the drone around yourself or just seeing it as it happens, contact Lift Aircraft. It's an Austin based company, and right now they're flying them around on the lawn of the Long Center across the river from downtown Austin. They have in the past flown in other places, so check with the company to see if there's someplace else that might be more convenient. As always, thanks for watching Life in 2046. Stay tuned for further episodes. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email us at lifein2046@gmail.com.